cats paying dues. Come on in, we're just talking blues. Just talking blues, yeah. Just talking blues. Just one time, pick up the phone. Never let us talk. You say you're alone, but I know that you want control. Now we're falling apart, and you won't call. You won't call.
Conor and Harry, thanks for joining me on Just Talking Blues. How are we?
Fantastic.
Fantastic, good stuff. Guys, now you've been a single out called You Won't Call.
We do.
How did it come about? What's the story behind the song?
Yeah, it's kind of an interesting one. It's quite a personal topic. I sort of wrote the lyrics and the bass sort of a song. Just based on life experiences. I think the general gist of the song is just kind of being let down by someone or led on by someone that you care about, like someone that you might have put a lot of time and love and energy into, but just not really getting anything in return. So I think a lot of people have gone through that kind of scenario, whether it be, you know, in a romantic way or even through a friendship. And so I was kind of, you know, pent up about those kind of emotions and sat down and wrote some lyrics and some ideas, and then, you know, kind of presented the idea to Harry, and then the song was born from there pretty much.
Yeah, you guys are on the north coast of Sydney.
Yeah, northern beaches of Sydney, yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. If you guys born there, you're originally from there?
Yeah. We're born there. And we've lived there our whole lives, and we're sitting in the home studio that we've pretty much grown up playing music in as well right now. So
this is where all happens. Yeah.
Fantastic. So now, as a duo, you're both brothers. How does that work?
Lots of fighting. Lots of love.
That's what I want to hear.
Lots of strong words put to each other. But you know what? It's a good thing. It's like when we want to say something, we say it, we get it out of the air, and we both think similarly, and we have sort of similar ideas, like musically and when we're recording and playing live. So I think it works well, and we've been playing together since we were little kids. I started playing the drums at 7, kind of started playing the guitar at 5, and we just we don't even have to look at each other when we're playing live to know what we're going to do. So it's kind of a bit instinctive, I guess. So it's a special thing.
So you're both in tune with each other then?
Yeah, I think so.
Most of the time.
Lovely. Right. I believe that are you both songwriters?
We both write
music.
Yeah.
Connor's the main lyricist, but when we write the songs, we sort of do it together. So sometimes we might come up with like a drum beat or a bit of a rhythm, or sometimes it might be a guitar riff or some lyrics or like a bit of a jot down and a pen and paper. It depends on the song, but we always like to write together and we produce and mix and master and do everything ourselves in this little home studio here.
Wow.
And so everything you hear is done by us. So yeah, it's a family sort of a setup.
Family affair.
And what's it like self-producing? Do you can sort of lose your way a little bit sometimes? How do you?
It's easy to lose track of time sometimes because you want to be really proud of your work and you want it to be perfect. So sometimes it takes a bit longer, but you have to sort of set yourself deadlines and say, look, we're going to get this done. Does it need any more? No, you got to use your ears and sort of, listen to the song for what it is and make sure it's true to itself.
Hard sometimes to know when to stop because we have the ultimate freedom. We're not bound by having to be in the studio for one day and, paying for it and all that kind of stuff. We've got the ultimate freedom to say we can spend as long as we want making this song perfect, but at the same time, what is perfect? Is there ever perfect? We need to know when to wrap up a song or when to say enough is enough kind of a thing, which I think we've gotten a lot better at over the years. At the beginning, it took us like a year to record a song. Like it was crazy. perfectionists, but now we can do things a lot quicker because we realized that just spending more time on it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be better. So, sometimes having those emotions and like acting on them quickly and using your ears quickly can be a really good thing to allow a song to come out like, kind of like unblemished, like really true to what it was meant to be.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. So are you both self-taught in the musical side of things?
No, we're both classically trained musicians. I picked up the guitar very early, as Harry was saying, and Harry picked up the drums very early. We did all of the like the theoretical learning how to play music kind of a thing the right way.
Wow.
We
Yep.
even did exams and like played in jazz bands and played in classical orchestras. Harry's done drum lines. I've done like big bands. Harry's done punk bands, and then I've done like little jazz ensembles. Like we've honestly had a lot of experience playing music and learning from some really awesome teachers over the years. So we've kind of got that behind us, which is awesome. That we can analyze music in a theoretical way and look at it through that lens as well as being just very instinctive about it.
So what got you into music in the first place?
Our family's a very musical family. So mum and dad don't play instruments, but we've always been brought up with like awesome music as we were kids, and we've always had that interest. Like that's a cool song. Like let's learn how to play it, or. So I picked up the drums, and it just sort of stuck. So they were very, very reluctant when I picked the drums, and the neighbors didn't like it too much either. But after about 3 years, they did buy me a drum kit, and then it just took off from there. So
Right.
yeah.
In saying that, I've got a harmonica here on my desk.
Yeah.
I bought it 2 years ago. I haven't picked it up. It's just sitting there.
Pick it up now.
Just going back to how you started musically, or who would your influences be?
So there's so many.
We've got a lot of different influences. It's just
I'd say from a blues perspective, Dad used to listen to a lot of Sonny Terry and Brownie McGee.
Yeah.
Like duo with harmonica and guitar, real simple blues
like
stuff.
Delta blues.
Yeah, but playing classic blues songs.
Yeah.
And like we absolutely rinsed those albums like Midnight Special and like the best of and all that kind of stuff. And we listened to it on road trips all the time, all the songs back to front. It inspired us to start playing harmonica. And honestly, that was probably like one of the big triggers of getting into blues music to begin with, that like real traditional style blues. And then more in the blues sort of sector, as we got older and we started like expanding our own musical taste out, we started discovering new, more modern artists, people like Marcus King and Larkin Poe and Joe Bonamassa and like, all these people that play blues in the most amazing ways, apart as well as the classics like Stevie Ray Vaughan and Hendrix and all of them. In that lens, which is very guitar based for me, I love all of that stuff. Honestly, I'm looking for stuff and also going back to the old stuff. So yeah. Harry's a bit different. He has different influences as well.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah, I love just R&B music as well, and Michael Jackson and Prince and those old school like 80s artists. I love Phil Collins, obviously. Just so many influences, like rock bands like Chili Peppers or Led Zeppelin, and it's just the list just goes on, and then we go like sort of the singer-songwriter sort of style, like Alan Stone or Tom Misch even, which is like a bit more on the funky sort of side of things. We really do listen to everything. Bit of Chris Stapleton,
Yeah, we just love music, honestly. We'll listen to everything and anything, and we just love it. Honestly, we just love everything.
Sure. That's definitely a good thing because you can definitely branch out. As I've said time and time again, blues is a broad genre. It can turn from your traditional blues to hip hop. You know what I mean? And it's classed as blues, so it's fantastic. And you get these you get a lot of tracks nowadays that have loops of the older songs.
Samples, yeah, totally. Yeah, especially hip hop and modern stuff. You hear it all the time, and it's like, it's funny when you hear an old sample like and you're like, I actually listen to the old version. Like, I actually know where that comes from. It's pretty wild.
Yeah, it's like, hey, you've got someone that's younger than you, and you go, hey, listen to this.
Yeah.
Like, what? Yeah. No. Now, when you guys tour, what's your sort of like process? How do you work when you're when you tour?
It's an interesting setup we've got. There's only 2 of us, but we make enough noise for like 5-person band. And we're multitasking basically when we're playing live. So I use my acoustic electric guitar. It's actually an Australian-made Cole Clark, which has a humbucker in it. So 2 leads come out of it. And I play both very soft and, intimate tones, like nice acoustic sounding. And then I'll, even within a song can get to like very heavy distortion and metal sort of sounds. So I've really got a range that I use through my effects chain to get that like very massive range on the guitar. And then I use a loop pedal as well for my vocals. So I stack vocals, give quiet sort of sounds and stack the guitars. I use an octave pedal for the bass as well. So I've got the bass covered. And then Harry is over there multitasking like an octopus with, playing the drums, playing didgeridoo at the same time, singing backing vocals. Yeah.
Wow. That's awesome. Yeah.
Massive influence, like a range of influences in genres and styles and instruments. Harry sits on a cajon. He's made half of his drum kit. Like there's just so many things going on with our live performances that make it very LamBros, like very distinct.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Now, just going to the name LamBros, is that it? That's Greek.
Yes, we've got Greek Cypriot background, and our last name is Lambrou, and we are bro, like LamBros. So and that was it. It kind of stuck. It's a bit of a pun, LamBros.
Right. So are you related to Andrew?
Our cousin is Andrew Lambrou. Yeah,
he's the guy that went over to in the Eurovision contest. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. He represented Cyprus. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. How did he go with that?
He did really good. Yeah, he did really good. From a Cypriot perspective and from like a family perspective, he did amazing. He absolutely crushed it. He did such a great job. So proud.
Yeah, oh, definitely. I mean, how often do you get the opportunity to be in that sort of situation?
Yeah. What an incredible experience.
Yeah. Did you guys go over and support him, or did you just stay back and watch him on telly?
Supported him from the couch, but we were throwing all the love his way.
That's it. Yeah, no, fantastic. Yeah, I seen that going back. Oh, must have been about 6 or 8 months ago. I think. Yeah, wow. So
yeah, it's funny. We've got musical influences all over the family, and like in totally different areas of music as well, which is awesome. Andrew operates in that like hyper pop scene, and like releasing upbeat music and ballad music, and then you've got us over here listening to Sonny Terry and Brownie McGee and busting out the harmonica, like. But it's awesome because we connect through our culture as well. Like we all listen to Cypriot music and Greek music, which kind of plays a bit of an influence for us as well, even when we're performing live. So we've got that link together, and we actually share a lot of like common interests as far as music is concerned. So we do bond a lot over our music. It's awesome.
Yeah. Okay. Now, still in the way of performing, have you got any notable achievements that you could mention when you go out and tour?
Yeah, we're really good.
No, we've done a few pretty wild gigs. We've supported Tones and I, Mental as Anything,
Larkin Poe, Grammy Award-winning Larkin Poe.
We've played at Bluesfest, Byron Bay. We've done another few festivals,
Indigo Blues. Yeah, heaps of festivals all across Australia.
We've toured. We've been to WA. We've been to like all up the East Coast.
Down to Melbourne, and lots of shows all over the place.
Yeah.
Live performing is where we definitely like, that's like our home sort of a thing. So we played some shows over the years, a lot of awesome memories.
Sure. So would you say a lot of your performances have been through festivals or standalone gigs? Or?
Both.
I think yeah, a bit of both. Like we do our own shows, like ticketed shows. Played a lot, venues and done our own things. And then obviously on the festival side of things, we've played at quite a few festivals, which is awesome.
Always wanted to play more though. So
yeah. Always wanted to play more festivals, but we love it all. We started off busking, believe it or not. And that's sort of what got our roots, getting in a crowd, and, the crowd's not really there to see you. They're just going about their day, and then people stop and like, oh, people are stopping to watch us, we must be all right at this. And started from there, and we just, went from venue to venue and picked up, and then we are where we are now.
And what sort of attention do you get when you go out and play live?
We're like a band that It's not really for background music, I guess you would say. We draw a lot of attention. So from our first note of the performance, people are like, "Whoa, wow, what's?"
We
And-
very much demand attention when we play live. Yeah, very energetic show, very
So
like high key. Yeah, we like the spotlight, I guess you could say, or we like to do our thing and just like express ourselves on stage and not be, shamed about it, I guess. So, I mean, then that all started from busking, to be honest. Like Harry was saying, like you learn about, attracting a crowd and like what draws people in and how to read people and like how to build a show, and like those skills were honed, busking on the streets and then, honed further through playing shows and like extended upon. So, yeah, our shows are very dynamic. There's a lot of range in our type of music. And it's like crazy is that it's like 99% original music. And yet we always find that people are so engaged because it's something so unique, which is awesome. Like we're very proud of that aspect of our live performances. They are so different. And we know that when someone watches a LamBros show, they're going to walk away not having seen anything like it before. And that's something we will always stand by.
Sounds interesting. So what's the most outrageous thing that's happened?
But we play songs that are literally completely improvised, like on the spot, no preparation at all. And we'll just do it on the spot. We'll just look at each other and be like, yeah, do you want to do an improv song? And Harry's like, yeah, okay. And we're like, yep, all right, let's go. And so we'll just start. Like, I don't know, 6 minutes later, we've played this like mega tune, like this big tune with solos and like loop sections and breaks and hits and stuff. It's that thing that Harry was saying before where we're just in tune with each other. So it's like, you're feeding off the energy with the crowd, but you're also feeding off the energy with each other. And then like, yeah, we do that. And then we also do crazy stuff like playing Greek music, traditional Greek music. We'll whip that out sometimes at shows if the energy is right. And then you just got like a bunch of people like, doing traditional Greek dancing around a venue. Like it's awesome. Like the show
There's all the dance.
They go in whatever direction, that we feel we're on stage because we've got so much like stuff to do, So yeah.
So you're pretty much in control of your audience then?
Yeah. Well, that's the plan anyway. But yeah, that's what we like to do.
You won't call. It's a part of it's going to be part of an EP that you're releasing?
Yeah, we're going to be releasing that later this year, sort of around September time, which is going to be very exciting. We're really pumped for it.
It's like the third, I think, single off that EP, and then we'll have a couple more to release when the full EP comes out. But we're in the studio now working on like the final 2 tracks. So it's been like a project that's been in the works for a little while, like the whole EP kind of a thing, which that's that kind of strategy that we like to do is to release a few singles and they're often different as well, which is just kind of typical of us. Like we make songs that are so different, and like this song compared to the last song, if you played them back to back, it's still our song. It's our voice and it's our style of music, but very varying in styles, which is, once again, it just speaks to who we are as people and how we are as musicians. So the EP is going to be much the same. Like you listen from beginning to end, you'll have a bit of everything. And I'm sure people will have their favorite tracks and everyone's will be different, which is what we love about it.
What gives you the inspiration to write? So if you go and write one song that's sort of like one genre, the next song might be, from say blues to hip hop or from blues to country. What sort of inspiration do you get from writing all the different, like,
honestly, for me, it's literally life. It's literally just, I know it sounds like a cliche answer, but like think about how many ups and downs people go through in their lives. And like, if you were to pick 4 times within the next 4 years that you would decide to write a song and or how you're feeling for those 4 random times, like they could be so different. I mean, even week to week, you can feel so different, like how the world is right now, right? Like everyone goes through such a range of emotions so regularly. And so, yeah, we go through like phases where, I'll be feeling down and maybe I'll write like as a sort of more intimate song or something a bit more sad. And then other times we'll be feeling like motivated and we'll write something a bit more upbeat. It's very natural. Say that's almost sometimes to our detriment because like we just write as we feel, and that might, from a strategic point of view, you're talking about it like from that angle. I don't know if that's the best way, but honestly, it's just how we do things because we're so passionate about making music. So
right. So I was just about to say, so when you're about to write something, when it's time to write, you don't just leave it sitting there, you just spit it out.
Yeah, I think sometimes for me, sometimes if I feel like I need to write something, I will. it gets hard sometimes when we're touring to write stuff, but
Yeah.
always like if I ever get an idea, I've got my phone straight out and I'm recording it. Like I'm recording it straight away. I will put something down, then I'll put like a little title on it, and then when I get time to actually flesh it out, I'll come back to it. But yeah, when the moment strikes, I think it's important to try and at least allow yourself a little bit of time to get something out, so that you can work on it when you can.
So where are you now with promoting the single? Are you going out to gigs and so forth to promote the single?
So we just had a mini tour around New South Wales. We just finished that up, and we're literally right now in the process of finalizing a one take acoustic live video for the song. So we're going to put that on
Nice.
YouTube. It's going to be like a bit of an intimate version of You Won't Call, which is really exciting. So it's all professionally recorded and, going through microphones and stuff like that. So it'll sound awesome. But it's like, got that campfire sort of vibe. But just the basis of the songs, just, straight up.
Yeah. No, that does sound good. I like it when songs, you've got the original like gung ho version, and then you strip it back, and it just, you think, wow, that song should have been done this way in the first place. You know what I mean?
In the first place. We find when we're writing, if the song can't stand by itself, just with, the very, very, very most basic instruments, then, maybe you might have to work a little bit more on the songwriting, or that's what we find anyways. And once you add all these production elements, if you don't have something very special to begin with, then you're not going to end up with something very special at the end, even though if you add all the bells and whistles sort of a thing.
And that's where the perfectionist side of things come into it.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. No. It's good. I find that it's also good. I mean, I know it's good to be perfect, but like when you record something, sometimes those little mishaps or the little sort of hairy bits actually do it.
Yeah, they add character for sure.
Yeah.
Make it real. Yes.
Where can people find your music if they want to jump online? Or you're on all the audio streaming platforms?
Yeah, we're on all the streaming platforms. We're on Instagram and Facebook, and we're on Bandcamp if you prefer to actually purchase our music in a little bit of an old school fashion.
Yeah.
And then we're also just playing shows, like just jump on our. We've got bands in town, which is we always keep up to date with our gigs. But if not, just jump on our socials, and we'll always post about our shows and stuff like that. If you're keen to check us out, we really appreciate a listen and have a bit of a scroll through our discography and pick out what you like.
In the way of physical media, how do you guys being a younger generation? How do you find streaming over physical media?
But we'd prefer to be from the older generation, if I'm honest. It's a difficult landscape now. When we started, we actually made CDs, and since during our, I guess you'd say, career progression, we stopped making CDs. But in recent couple of years, we've actually seen CDs make a bit of an upturn. I think a lot of people are looking to go for physical media now. It's a really awesome way to discover music. Even with records, the rights of records, and I've even seen people start buying tapes now. Like people are making tapes and that kind of stuff, which is awesome. Look, I'm all for bringing physical media back. I think it'd be amazing to see more of the rise of physical media. Streaming services obviously have an amazing capability for discovery. With AI music now and a lot of slop out there, it's getting harder and harder to actually discover real music, even on Spotify and on those streaming platforms. So it kind of goes like getting out and actually watching shows. That's an amazing way to discover new music. And I think if there was more physical media out there, it'd be a really cool way for people to kind of, I guess, go back into the past a little bit with the trends and discover music that way.
Definitely. So the live scene's more of the way you guys sort of promote yourself rather than being.
Oh yeah, it's both.
We still have all the social media accounts and still do videos and pictures and promotions and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, we are a live band. That's
Like
us. You know?
Yep.
That's what we do. We love it. And when you go and watch a live band at a venue or whatever, it's the best feeling. And then, you know, you're with everyone enjoying yourself. It's a moment. It's different to looking at something on a screen. But we try our best to sort of, you know, promote that and sort of express who we are, you know?
Yeah. Sure. All right. Well, look, before we wrap things up, what would you say to people that are just wanting to start out? You got any advice for them on where to start, or?
I reckon just like start with the music that you love, you know? If you got a song that you liked, try and learn it. Go onto YouTube or like, you know, just listen to it and just take on advice from, you know, musos or whatever. Just try, you know. Nothing hurting you to just get out there and give it a go.
Yeah, I think, and for that, I mean, something that we've always tried to be is authentic to ourselves. So I think if you can just try and be authentic as an artist, and not worry about what's trending or what's popular and just do what's like natural for you, I think that there will be more good music and more authentic music in the world if everyone starts following that and, you know, following themselves and how they feel, which is always what stands out as far as music is concerned.
Definitely. Right, Conor and Harry, it's been a pleasure. I'm going to let you guys go. Good luck with the EP when it comes out. I hope it does well. And we'll catch up again sometime.
Thank you
Catch
very
up
much.
soon.
Thanks for having us.
No worries, mate.